Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. I'm going to take a quick look at E85s. We're switching this car to E85 and I just went up to the local Sheets and bought some out of the pump, and we're going to test it and see how much alcohol is in this.
So let me stop and break into the video here and let's talk about what is E85. E85, as set by the ASTM, which is the American Standards for Testing and Materials International. How it's both American and international, I don't know. But that's who sets the standard for this stuff. And as you can see on this pump, the standard is between 51 and 83% ethanol. So E85 does not need to be 85% ethanol. So in a lot of cases, you'll see it sold as it is here in this picture as flex fuel and not E85. But when you're pumping E85 out of a pump, it does not need to be 85% ethanol. The standard, which is, for those of you nerds at home like me, is D579820, standard specification for ethanol fuel blends for flexible fuel automotive spark ignition engines, is between 51 and 83% ethanol. So what you're pumping out of the pump for E85 may or may not be 85% ethanol, which is why we are testing this, and I'll show you how that works now.
So I have here one of these testers from Holley, and basically you can see here, let's see if we can get this to focus. You fill that up to that line with water and then up to the top with the 85, and when you shake it, it separates, and you can read on the scale here how much alcohol's in it. So let's give that a shot. So I have here the Holley tester, and we're gonna put some water in it. We're gonna fill this up to too much out there. All right, so we're filled right up to that line with water. So I'm gonna put some E85 in this this glass jar just to make it easier to demonstrate here. So then we'll take our tester and we'll just put E85 up to the top line, and put the cap on it, and we'll just shake it up. And this takes just a second, and you'll start to see it separating. You can see it separating here. And once kind of the bubbles get out of it, you can see that this is about 75%. You can see the line. So this is not true E85, it's about 75%. So that's how you can test your E85 and see how much alcohol you got in it. That will continue to separate and make a nice clean separation, but I mean, we can already see where it is. So when you're buying E85, always test it, because if you tune on E85 and then you go to the pump and you get some E50 or something like that out of the pump, you never know what you're getting with pump E85 unless you test it.
Let's talk a second about the race versions of E85. In this area, I have a lot of VP available. I can buy it from my buddy Mark at the local Napa store, and so that's where I get most of my race fuel from. And VP makes 3 different versions of E85. They make a C85, an X85, and an X85L. So let's take a look at what the difference is between those. So VP makes their race version of E85, which is C85. It is around $65 a pail for a 5-gallon pail. It is 96 octane and around 32% oxygenated. They claim this to make 4% more power than pump E85 due to its high quality components. They then sell X85, which is their version of like pump 85. So it is consistently 85%. It's 101 octane and it runs about $20 less a pail, around $43, $45 a pail. Then they sell their X85L, which is the leaded version of the X85. This stuff looks awesome. It's 120 plus octane. It's roughly the same price. It's around $43, $45 a pail. So we're going to try and get a hold of some of this stuff and use it in the race car and see if we can't throw some timing at it and some boost at it and make some good power. So thanks for watching, y'all. We're going to start out with some of this $2 race fuel and see where we go from there, and maybe switch to the VP and see if we can't make some power. Thanks for watching.